Yeah! Whoosh! Hey! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey, and we're back here in Rust, and we're talking about the Rust console beta and what we know up to this point right now, January, I should say at the end of January 2021, and going into February and March, as these are the hot months. But this is coming very soon. We don't have an official release, but we do know some things we've dug up over the past year, and some extra things, some new things. And dare I say, I think we might have even spearheaded, I think, most of this, if not all of it. I could be wrong. But I know we've done a lot of research over the past year. We're just really excited for this to come out. And I'm hoping that you guys are excited about it too. So we thought we'd share it and kind of give a rundown of all the stuff that we have figured out. So what to expect for the Rust console beta. And again, this is for current generation consoles, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and also next gen is also in there too, PS5 and the Series X and S, Xbox respectively. But we are talking about controller layouts, or one potential layout. Again, a lot of these can change. We've got skin support, timing, mouse and keyboard support, Rust Plus crossplay, the MSRB PEGI 18 rating, and drops, OTV drops that have been happening recently. So there you go. Okay, so before we start, I should say, go ahead and drop a like if you do find this useful and helpful. It really does help out quite a bit. And if you're into the Rust console news, you know, or open world survival, or all of those things, and you think it's something you'd watch, by all means, drop a subscribe and turn on those notifications, because we're going to be right there with you. I'm hoping every time we do one of these, my next one is going to be like, hey, download it, let's go, you know what I mean? So we're just as excited as you guys are. I know we're playing it on PC now, but we're definitely making the switch later, so we're just as excited as you are, because believe you me, that's where we want to play. Okay, so again, I don't know if I said this earlier, a lot of this could change. We might as well go over the timing real quick as we're talking about change. This is probably the most volatile out of all of them. This could easily change as more information comes out. It could solidify what we're saying, or it could change drastically. So let me just say with timing, I do believe we'll see something, either word, or we'll see the actual official beta happen sometime between, I believe, as it stands now, between March and February of this year, 2021. Now, let me just say, I know they've released at the end of the year. Gary talked about the percentages and stuff. I think they were being very cautious, as they should be. But based off of the movement that we're seeing currently, I'm really going to say I would be surprised if this went past half of this year. So expect this to happen sometime, the beta, sometime to happen between you know, now and, you know, halfway through the year. So I don't expect this to spill into the next half of the year. I expect most of this to happen here. Now, something dire could happen and it could spill off, but expect it in Q1 and Q2 is what I'm saying. So with that out of the way, we'll have to wait and see, because that's just something we have to watch very closely, because they're being pretty tight-lipped about it. But I get it. We don't want this game to be a bad experience, because most of us are playing on the core consoles, and that's okay. You know, I think this is going to be good for everybody. You know, as a matter of fact, we might as well share this. This is the only official screenshot we have. And this came from Gary Newman himself. I think he has since scrubbed his account. If you haven't seen this, this shows you on his console. He didn't say specifically which one he was playing on, a Core or a Pro, but it doesn't really matter. I think this looks great. Just putting it out there, that's what it looks like. And this was his screenshot. Again, you can see latency on the right, and you can also see XYZ at the top. The graphics looks like they're turned down a bit, but I mean, that's good enough to play. The gameplay loops are so tight, it's going to be fun. This game is good no matter what. I mean, just a good example, Minecraft, right? Doesn't look great, but the game is amazing. So just kind of giving you a little sneak preview, because I know some people have been asking about it, so we thought we'd throw it up there. Okay, let's see. What's the next thing here? The beta, the closed beta has been running, and we have been seeing a lot of updates there too. Again, unless you're a developer, you do not have access to such things. You can download them, but you literally can't run it. Again, a lot of this is review, but we have seen a lot of activity there. So I'm saying the timing is definitely coming in. So kind of jumping around a little bit, I'm also going to say these drops that have been happening, the OTV stuff, a lot of these Twitch drops that have been going on. You can see some here. We have a Pokemon door over here, which I think we showed last time. It's really cool. A lot of new players coming in. A lot of people have never played or are really enjoying the Rust game in its entirety. There's so many different ways to play this. It's so much fun. It's cool to see the buzz around it because this is such a great game. So again, to kind of repeat what I've said previously, I think these drops are also very indicative that things are coming. So to work backwards from that, also the MSRB ratings and the PEGI 18 ratings also happen typically just before publish. So again, talking about publish, but we're talking about the beta. So the beta happens in between there. So the fact that we've gotten those ratings and we're still floating between, you know, now and what's 6 months? Is that July? Is that right, or is that June? Halfway through the year. So basically, what I'm saying is it's getting very close. How do I not know? Is it June? How do I not know? I want to say July 7, right? Am I crazy? I'm looking on my phone now. It's June. Don't look at me. I'm embarrassed. Okay. So yeah, I really think this beta is definitely looming. So again, reinforcing the fact that I think we'll see something, or the beta will either hear information or we'll hear about it. Or we'll hear information when it's going to happen, or we'll actually have the beta between now and the end of March, if that makes sense. So February, March. Anyways. So the MSRB rating, the PEGI 18 is very good. Okay, so crossplay. I know we've had some people poo-poo this idea, but, and again, this could change based off of how the companies see this, but let me just clarify. Crossplay is for the consoles only, not PC to consoles. Will not happen. And I can explain why, because we'll go to the mouse and keyboard support after that. Again, we've seen this over on what is this called over on the Xbox? Their application. I forget what it's called. It used to be called Glass. Anyways, that's what this is. We've seen this Xbox Live cross-platform multiplayer. That's a fancy way of saying they could very well connect to the PlayStation. We've seen very strong evidence of that. We've also have seen things in the commit list, which also very strongly shows that that is a thing. Also, I want to say crossplay for only us, and again, it doesn't matter if you're on the next gen or not. I believe they'll be crossing back and forth. I don't see why they wouldn't connect those pools, but there is strong evidence to also show that global chat is a thing, like voice chat and also proximity chat. So, or I should just say proximity chat. That makes more sense. So what that means is there could very well be a party system for voice chat already built into the game, because as you know, PlayStation handles it a certain way and so does Xbox. So that very nature, you're going to say, huh, there has to be some sort of general or global support, which makes total sense. And we have seen those things in the commit list that also support that idea. So very exciting. Let's see, where are we at? I'm so glad I wrote this on the wall. This is like my 8th take, so I'm sorry if this is a little jumbled. Okay, so that's very exciting. Crossplay pretty much confirmed, unless, you know, something changes. Rust Plus application that runs on your phone. This is amazing. You've seen me do this live on stream many times. I don't know if I have any of these keyed. I'm actually looking at my Rust Plus application. Actually, let me show you. I believe I have some pictures for this. Don't I? I thought I did. There we go. Okay, so the Rust Plus application is happening. It has been rerouted to Essential, or to facepunch.com, so you can then route things like Steam and then the PlayStation and then the Xbox to it. But it is available now. You can download it. I do have a video right now called Offline Array Protection. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. And on that video, we'll not only show you how to have an alarm go off if somebody's raiding your base when you're not online, but also in the comments down there, I have the link right now for the Android and the iOS. I know because this game isn't officially out, it's technically a beta for them on their applications, so you'll need a special link at least for the iOS. I believe the Android is the same way. Either way, I have both of the links there. You can check it out, and not to mention that's a good way to kind of think about how you want to protect your base, because that's definitely a thing in this game. So yeah. Rust Plus applications definitely gearing towards a multi-platform, so that's very exciting. That's relatively new, and the Rust Plus application is nothing but awesome for us right now as we've been playing it. So yeah, all right, let's go back to who would have thought I'd go backwards? Mouse and keyboard support. Now, there's no official word on this yet, but I do know the way Gary Newman feels about mouse and keyboard. Obviously, this game can support it very easily, right? I mean, the game is based off of mouse and keyboard. If they do support it, those two populations, controller, mouse, and keyboard, will not mix. It'll be very similar to DayZ, where if you do have a mouse and keyboard, you can only sign into a mouse and keyboard server. That's if they support it. They may not. And dare I say, I know it was weird on DayZ initially having the controller inventory, but now that I'm used to it and I'm on a faster hardware, you know, hot take, I kind of prefer it that way. It is fast. And I really think the schema, the button layouts for the controller are going to be a hybrid between kind of like that column shifting stuff in DayZ, but I think it'll have a tinge of Destiny, the game Destiny, where you've kind of got the cursor with the thumbstick, the right thumbstick, but its velocity and its acceleration can kind of be it's geared just right for the controller. So I think it's going to be a hybrid between quick actions when you're in the inventory and also yeah, like a Destiny mix. But anyway, so I guess that's a good time for us to roll into the controller scheme, or at least one of them. Again, this could totally change. Let me find this bad boy. I got it here somewhere. Okay. So again, we found on the commit list controller support again. 3 years ago, we were talking about that. About 3 years ago, I told you I saw controller support a long time ago. Even before they put it back on the roadmap, I was like, they're doing something. D-pad, left stick now, D-pad now works for all transitions and movement to main menu carousel. As you know, let me go ahead and whip this out right here. These are already pretty, I mean, mouse and keyboard friendly, but controller friendly. Look, when I'm holding the right mouse button, we have an action wheel here. Very controller friendly. When I'm building things and slapping it down and I upgrade with a hammer, same thing. Upgrade menu. You know, the radial menu. It's very, you know, Ark uses it. It's very useful. You see it in DayZ as well. So that's good. Here was the other juicy one we saw. Okay. This shows you a couple of things. I know here on the computer, auto run, you have to make a keybind, which I have right now. I'm currently doing it. And then I also have a toggle crouch, which is something I have to add. You'll be pleased to know that it seems that both of those things are already built in, or at least for this variation. There's toggle crouch already, beautiful. And there was a quick run too, I think I saw it here. Well, the toggle crouch is very important because I'm telling you that's how you sneak up on people. But it's cool to see some of the variants here for the building stuff. This is the hammer and the building plans. This is what they're talking about right here. So let's see, R1, L1, D up, down, inventory, erase foundation, D11 inventory, D11 crafting. I don't know if that means they shifted to it, but this definitely gives you an idea of what it could be like. And okay, it says controls changed in layout A. It says voice chat toggle push to talk, and also press hold view button. What is that? The back button in the code, the cancel button in code. Crouch is now B button, so that's cool. We got the toggle crouch. Quick chat. I wonder if that must be the typing quick chat. Anyways, I thought it was cool to actually see these specific callouts, also reinforcing that there is voice chat built into the game. Beautiful. Let's see, one of these other ones. Face right, voice chat, special, building layout, structure, inventory. And here's the other thing. When you have automatic run and toggle crouch, you'll see us do things like after we loot somebody, you'll see us bring up our inventory and still be running in one direction. I don't have enough surface area here to do that. Let's see. Can I run over here somewhere? Maybe I can try to run straight. Like, look, I'm running and I'm moving my inventory around. I believe that will be possible. So that kind of tells you that the toggle run will be useful, but also we'll be able to move the inventory around. Also leaning very heavily towards the idea that it would be a Destiny kind of cursor layout. Because think about it, if you could toggle run and your right thumbstick is free, you could very easily start moving things around. Also, the other thing that is very controller friendly, we do have quick loot. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I have a box here or not. I may not. I may have to rotate this bad boy. Can I rotate you? Are you not gonna let me rotate you? Oh, that's my window. Here, let's get around the back here. Can we get to it? Is it gonna allow me to? I can't get to the back of this. There we go. Okay, so we do have a thing called quick loot here. It's the H button, but it's irrelevant to us on the console because it'll be an actual button. But I think we'll have a quick loot option is what I'm saying. So it's going to make this very easy to do, and I think we can do some finite movements if we did have the Destiny inventory type thing there too. So you can already see if you need to do it quick, you can slap it in there. If you need to do some more micromanagement, you can do so by a pseudo cursor, if that makes sense. Anyways, I know that was kind of convoluted, but basically what I'm saying is I wouldn't worry too much about the control layouts. I think they're going to be pretty solid. And again, this one's fairly old. I just kind of want to give you an idea of what they're looking at and maybe how this will be organized. This definitely gives me a lot of hope for how good this is going to be. And remember, this experience is going to be the same for everybody. You know, whether the AK recoil is hard, bad, or about the same, like it's going to be the same challenges for everybody, so it'll be an even playing field. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so much fun. Can you imagine this? Like, huge platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, we get to play together on a survival game that's good, that has good support. This is very exciting, right? And then we'll be able to chat with each other. That's going to be sick, man. I think we're all very hungry for a good survival game that's got the support that is needed. So what I'm saying is I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's going to be good across the board. Okay, so there you go. This shows you the Rust Plus application. This kind of goes backwards into what we already covered. Let's see what else do we have here. What else did I bring up? This also confirms the fact that screenshot showing that it's cross-play and whatnot. It shows Gary Newman. You can see Rust Console Edition. You can see that he was playing it, again, supporting our screenshot we just had. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, Rust skins. The next one on the list. We've already done timing. And we done controller. Let's do the skins. Okay, this is one we broke a while ago, and I know we got pooped on for this one too, but hey, it doesn't matter, right? Because, like, we're excited for this, so we're going to look for this, and, you know, because we're excited, and I know you guys are excited, I know you're going to want to see this. Okay, so a while ago, we found these a hot minute. We saw something called, first there was some weird cryptic message that said, like, skin support, and I was like, huh, I think they're talking about skins. Then we came across this. Adding a line about helping players up from a downstate. It says changing abbreviated Rust coins to RC. And I was like, huh, that's pretty close. And then it was talking about loading skinning performances, or skinning improvements. And then it said remove the option for player info widget to access Rust coin purchase page skins and a hidden coin display to reflect this. So this is all but saying there will be a store, just like, again, I hate to bring this up, but Fortnite, they have, what are they, was it called? V-Bucks? Basically, Rust V-Bucks will be called Rust Coins RC, and that's the only time you'll hear me make that cross between those two games. Like, it's cool, Fortnite, I don't play Fortnite, I'm not a fan, but I'm a fan of, like, what they do, and it's cool that they, like, keep evolving and stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. What I'm saying is, those are where the similarities begin and end. So just know that Rust Coins will be that currency. Now, as far as our inventory of skins that we do have, hey, what's up, Stuart? And what's already happened for the Twitch drops, we don't know if that crosses over. Although seeing things like this get centralized is a step in the right direction. We haven't seen anything solid to say if it will or if it won't. I just know that there could very well be a possibility. Either way, I think even if we have standard default doors, we're still going to love this game. This game is awesome. I just want to see a nice, consistent game across the board for everybody, and I think we're going to have a blast. Yeah, like, I know without a shadow of a doubt. And honestly, the only thing I'm really worried about during the beta, and I'm sure there'll be bugs, is just the server queues. I know that they're going to be wild. We're going to crash them with the sheer amount of numbers. But anyways, let's see. Did we get everything? I think we did. I don't want to make this terribly long, and I feel like it already is. Good crossplay, drops. Yeah, we talked about the drops. Yeah, basically with all the Twitch drops happening, it's also edging towards like a marketing play that they're getting closer and closer to the final piece. And we know they are. I mean, they wouldn't have made those predictions at the end of 2020 saying, you know, the percentages saying 100% this year, 2021, and, you know, giving us varying degrees of it. But I'm going to say that it's definitely close. I mean, there's so many things that are pointing to it. So I'm super excited for this. I hope you guys are too. We'll go ahead and end this here because I know I've been going for a hot minute. So, again, if you found it useful, helpful, be sure to drop a like. And if you're into it and you want to know the latest Rust console news, you know, drop that subscribe. Do it. You won't. And hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream / video. We are doing on a regular basis Rust and DayZ. DayZ is popping over on the console, the Series X. But for right now, we can only play Rust on PC. But rest assured, if this thing drops, we are going to be on the beta so fast. So yeah, hopefully we see you guys there in the beta, and love you. Bye. Should we get in the helicopter? Yes. Oh. This is probably gonna make it super long. Am I right? Am I right? Hey, it only took like 22 takes for me to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. It needs to be the bottom one. Action button. You know what's crazy? In that button layout, we still haven't seen what the action button is. By the way, on PC it's E, but yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah. All right, for real. See you later. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.